All right, everybody, here we are, week 6 of 8. So we are coming into the home stretch. We have week 6, week number 7, and week number 8. This week is a relatively light week. You have a movie you have to watch. I'll go through that in a moment and critique it. And then you have an assignment. The assignment should be something that is fairly fun. My guess would be an hour or two to shoot it and an hour or two to edit it, and you should be wrapped up. It shouldn't be anything super difficult. I would consider this more of a practice week, a deep breath before you get into your final project, which is what we'll have going on for the next 2 weeks after that. All right, so let me go through what we have here for this week. There will be no tutorial this week because I shouldn't need to tutor you on what you're doing. This should be just this video, which is just explaining what my expectations are for the week. All right, so this is week number 6, right here. This week you'll be writing a script for a 2-person dialogue scene. You'll shoot it and you'll edit it. Make sure you have titles and credits. I'll go through that when we get to it, but that's what you're doing this week. And then you're going to watch a film and answer discussion questions this week. Okay, all assignments are due. I am accepting anything that is late through the end of this week. Okay, so Sunday of this week, I will be accepting assignments until then. I will not be accepting any assignments after that. So please understand. And if you don't quite get it, you're like, wait, what day does he mean? Email me and I'll try and explain it even further. But I'm trying to be as clear as possible. This is week 6. At the end of week 6, midnight. So I'm recording this on Sunday. So 7 days from now, all of your late assignments and any assignments are due except for your final. And I won't accept any late assignments after that. So this is a light week. You should absolutely be able to, if you're missing anything, have some time to work on other things. The reason I'm doing this is because your final 2 weeks is for your final project. I don't want you to be thinking about other assignments or what you need to get done. What I want you guys to do on this is I want you to have pure focus on your final project. You're going to write, shoot, and edit. Hence the reason we're having the small assignment this week, because you're going to write, shoot, and edit that as well. It's kind of a practice run. Okay, so that is what is due. So right here, it says all assignments are due. I am accepting all of your late assignments through this coming Sunday. Okay, so you have 7 days from the time this video goes live. It's going to go live later on today, so 7 days from tomorrow. Okay, and then this week you will complete the discussion question and you will do a 2-person dialogue scene. All right, so this right here is a placeholder for the video I'm currently recording, so make sure you watch this. And if you're listening to me right now, you're watching it. Congratulations. All right, on to page 2. Okay, week 6 storytelling. All right, below right here, these are all here to help you. Okay, so Akira Kurosawa, he is an amazing director with amazing storytelling. I want you to watch this video. It is, in my opinion, if you watch, pay attention, and you put into practice the things that he tries to do in his storytelling, if you can put those into practice, it will up your level so much. All right. Secondly, 5 brilliant moments in camera movement. So you will be shooting your final project. So I want you, and again, let me back up on this. You'll be shooting your final project. If all you have is a cell phone and you're able to only shoot in 720p or 1080 from your cell phone, that will be completely fine. The main focus of your final project that I'll assign next week is your ability to story tell through your editing. Okay, bad cuts. This will talk about what a bad cut is, what a good cut is, and how to make good cuts. And then watch every frame. So seven laws of film editing, very good. And then right here, quality sound for this, and then also this is a Blackmagic camera app tutorial. So you wonder, well, all these are about editing and filmmaking. What are these last two about? Well, these last two are about what you can load onto your phone if that's what you're shooting on. So if you're shooting on an Android, you want to watch this video right here. It's called Record Good Sound with Only Filmic Pro. All right, so this is the one you want to use right here. If you are using an iPhone, you want to watch this one right here. This is about your Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera app. So here's what I'd like. If you're shooting on your phone, don't just open up your phone, turn on the video recorder, and record your film. I would love to have you come in and actually download one of these apps. If you have an Android, Filmic Pro has a free version. It also has a $5 version. The $5 version is much better. I would recommend that. If you're using an iPhone, the Blackmagic app for your iPhone is phenomenal. Let me tell you right now, I spent all last summer filming promotional videos for a whitewater rafting company. I had my big, $25,000 red camera with all my expensive lenses. I had a Lumix GH5S that I was shooting, like hiking up into the woods to get shots down on the river and things. And then I also had my iPhone 15 Pro Max, what shoots in log mode. Well, log mode is really nice. The Apple Log is really nice. But I downloaded this Blackmagic app, and I've went through all the footage. I've done all the editing, sent it over to my client. And I'll tell you the truth, my red camera was only a little bit better than what I was able to capture with this app on my iPhone. It is a really good app, and it's free. So you can shoot in log mode. You can shoot in a colorized mode. This app is phenomenal. Now, back up here to our Android for our Filmic Pro. I've used Filmic Pro because they also make one for the iPhone, and it is a very solid app. For the iPhone, I hate to say this for my Filmic Pro people that are using an Android, it's a great app. It works solid, but it's not. It doesn't have quite the capabilities of the Blackmagic apps. So that's why these two videos are in here: Filmic Pro for the Android people and Blackmagic for the iPhone people. Android people, feel free to see if they've updated the Blackmagic app and it's out on the Android. As of a couple weeks ago when I looked, it was not. I've heard rumors that they're going to put it out, and usually they'll just put it out one day and bam, it's out. Okay, so Filmic Pro for Android, Blackmagic app for iPhone. Download them as soon as possible. Start playing with them. Use them for this particular shoot this week. So you're ready that if you're using one of these types, if you're using your phone camera for your final project, you're ready to use it and you understand the app. They will make your shots look better. Just the ability to be able to control the camera on your phone instead of just having it shoot in just a random whatever mode. All right, so you want to watch every single video here. You have 4 videos plus whichever one you're going to download if you're using your phone. If you have a nice camera and you're using your own camera, you don't have to worry about those last 2 videos. All right, watch each one of these. The reason why you want to watch these first 4 movies or first 4 videos is because of our next page. Here we are. So assignment number 1. Okay, notice right here. This is our film critique. Do this as early, or do this early. Don't wait to the last minute. It's worth double points of any assignment other than your final. All right. All of our assignments this quarter have been, or this semester, have been 10 points per assignment. This is worth 20 points. Okay. Do this do it early, get it done, get it out of your way, get your points. Okay, I'm going to walk you through this. We've had a little bit of trouble, as some of you have noticed, as you have done your discussion questions, but we've had a little trouble where some people wait until like Sunday to do the discussion question, and then they also don't leave any comments, and it makes it difficult on everybody that are trying to leave comments and do discussion questions. The point of the discussion question is to have a back and forth between students. So I'm making this worth more points. Do this. If you skip this, this is like skipping 2 assignments. All right. So the movie is Unforgiven by Clint Eastwood. This is a 3-time Academy Award-winning film. It won Best Picture, Best Editing, and Best Directing. It is considered one of the top 100 best films of all time. It's personally one of my favorite, but at the same time, going and Googling around and look at this. This is a very highly regarded film. It is a beautifully shot film. The story is really interesting. It's a really fun story, in my opinion. Okay. Make sure you have watched the film and post by Thursday, February 27th at midnight. Okay? I hope everybody is watching this before Thursday, February 27th. I hope every week I mention start early, watch the videos early, read through the stuff, and make your plans. This needs to be up by February 27th at midnight to get full credit. If you post it later, you're gonna lose credit on just your posting. Okay? Once you have posted it, make at least 2 comments on fellow students' posts. So that means you need to go over and read what somebody else posted, and you need to make a comment on it. Okay? When you do that, don't just go, great post, that was neat, I agree, I want something a little more substantial. Read what they've said. Talk about what they've said. Talk about your opinions. If they have a differing of opinion from yours, that's a great thing. Saying, hey, I understand what you're saying about whatever it is they said. Did you ever think of this perspective? Or, hey, I disagree with what you said here because of whatever it is that your opinion and why you hold that opinion. Let's have a really, really good discussion. So here's what I want. Discuss the style of the editing that was used within the film. Okay? So when you're watching this film, just don't turn it on and walk around your house and snack on things and look at the film occasionally. You need to watch it. You need to watch the editing. Is the editing pace quick? Is it slow? Does it go fast in certain cases and slow in other cases? And why would they do that? So what it says right here. Pacing of the film. How long is it between your edits? Count those seconds on some of them. How was this used to tell the story? Long shots, short shots, quick edits, slow edits. I want to know what it is you see at what points in the film and how that emotionally makes you feel. Why did the editor choose to edit the way that they did in those sections? What kinds of edits were used? Okay? Were there dissolves, fades, J cuts, L cuts? What was the purpose of these edits? By the way, just so you know, a J cut is when the video plays and you hear audio from the next cut start before the video's done playing. So maybe you see somebody riding across the range on a horse, and then you hear somebody start talking, and then a moment later it cuts to that person talking. That would be a J cut. An L cut is when you will say the same scenario. Let's say there's a person on a horse riding across the range, and then it cuts to the next scene, but you can still hear them riding across the range as you see the next shot. That would be an L cut. Okay? So what is the purpose of these edits if they use them? Hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod. They use these. I believe they use one for a train scene where you hear the train before you see the train. I could be getting that mixed up with another Western, but I think it's in this one. Anyhow, what emotion did this film make you feel, and how did the edit assist in doing this, having you feel this emotion? Okay? So I want to know emotionally how the edit affected you. Okay? Here's the kicker right here. Write between 350 and 500 words. Okay? My suggestion would be open up Google Documents or open up I don't know what PCs use. Word, Microsoft. It's Microsoft Word actually. Open up whatever your word processing program is of choice, and write your paper in there. Okay, write the paper, correct the spelling, correct the punctuation, correct the phrasing. Make sure your grammar, punctuation, spelling, and grammar do count. So write it in there and make sure it's all good. Once it's done, copy that and then paste it in here for your post. Okay, so pardon me. So again, this is due posted by February 27th, and then you have until Sunday to comment on 2 fellow students' posts. There have been several people that have posted but then never commented, and then there's some people that just never comment or post. Okay, if you don't post a comment on somebody else's critique of this film, you will lose 50% of your grade. Think of it this way. This is a 20-point assignment. If you turn it in Thursday, February 27th or before, that's 10 points for a good paper. And then 5 points for each post that you post on somebody's that's a good comment post. Okay? If you turn it in on time and you do 2 posts that are good, it's 20 points. If you turn it in later than February 27th, it's an immediate 5-point deduction. So it's only worth, instead of getting 10 points, you get 5 points. If you don't do these posts, you could lose 5 points per post. You could technically do a post and not a comment, and you could get 10 points if it was on time, or 5 points, and that's all you get out of 20. Okay, so to be clear, February 27th by midnight, make sure that you post your critique of 350 to 500 words. And then before Sunday next week, make sure you comment on 2 of your fellow students' initial posts. Now, when you come in here, there may be a thing when you click on this. It may say, hey, you need to gain access. Click on it. It takes about 20 minutes, and it'll load up. All right? Next thing. This is an R-rated movie for language, violence, and some light sexual content. It's more of innuendo as opposed to actually showing anything. There's no skin or anything shown. It's more innuendo of what it's just kind of letting you know, hey, this is what's going on. It's an R-rated film. We're all adults. If you feel uncomfortable with an R-rated film, please email me as soon as possible so we can discuss what you can do instead of this film. I'm never going to force somebody to do an R-rated film, but I do have other films that I can have you watch and do your critique on. I chose this film specifically because of how beautiful it is to be, how it was shot, and then also about the editing. So that's why I chose this one. Again, if you have a problem with the R rating, then please, by all means, email me as soon as possible so we can discuss it and get you set up with something that is appropriate for you. Okay? So I've covered that clearly. Spent probably too much time. Let's move on to the assignment. Okay. The 2-person dialogue assignment. So create a 2-person dialogue video and edit. So think Theft Unexpected. I have a Theft Unexpected right here that you can watch. That's 2 people sitting at a table having a conversation. I think that you guys have done this if you took the Intro to Editing course. If not, watch that. You'll understand completely what a 2-person dialogue is. You will need a camera to create this project. A smartphone is fine. Make sure you shoot in a quiet location. Think about the camera angles and framing to make it look professional. Okay, this is not a production class. This is a post-production class. But if you don't have good footage to edit, it makes it hard to make a good edit. Okay, so do your best. Shoot an over-the-shoulder shot. Shoot a close-up of somebody's face. Shoot a medium wide of the 2 people having the conversation. make sure it's all able to be edited together. Okay, so think about the story that you want to shoot and edit. What would be interesting to watch? Is this two strangers? Is it one? Is one of your people a spy? Is it a boyfriend and girlfriend conversation? What dialogue would make this fun to watch? A last minute reveal last minute reveal to drive home the drama, comedy, or mystery element can help a lot. So it could be. I'm just going to give you some suggestions. It could be a joke. So you take a man walks into a bar joke, or you take any sort of joke that you've ever heard. You could basically play out the joke as a scene if you wanted to do a comedy. It could be a drama. It could be a spy movie or a spy short. You know, somebody's got a package and they're trying to pass off the package. Anything you want that is appropriate, okay, that is a conversation between two people. And again, at the end of something that is really interesting to watch, there's usually some sort of punchline or reveal. Okay. Now, some people are going to be shooting on their iPhone. So let me discuss this real quick. So if they're shooting on their iPhone, next thing you know, the audio is not very good. So if you can get yourself a second smartphone, all smartphones have an audio recording app on them, or you can download one for free, no problem. Okay. You can record on one phone, and you could also have the other phone in the scene with the audio recorder on, and it's closer to the actors, so you're going to get much cleaner audio. So set up your phone in the scene as close to the actors, to the actor that is speaking, with the audio recorder turned on. It is helpful to have a second smartphone doing the same thing for another actor. So if it's two people talking at the same time and you happen to be able to have access to a third phone, you can do the same thing. Okay, press record on the camera phone that's recording the video. Press record for the audio on both of the other phones. Then what you'll do is you'll walk in front of the camera, you'll say scene 1, take 1, and then clap your hands. When you do that, that allows you to see the clap, make sure you're doing it in front of the camera, and hear the clap. So then you can sync up the audio just like we did last week with the spaceship edit. Okay, you'll download all those, the audio and the video, from however many phones you use. You'll download all those, you'll sync everything up, and you'll be able to do your edit. So here is the assignment. Videos must be 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, write a script, attach that script, and turn it in here. You can turn in multiple things here. So you can turn in your script here, and then you can give me the link to the video. The reason I want the script is I don't want you just to freestyle it. Okay? Don't just have two people sit down and go, okay, say these things. You're going to shoot multiple angles. You want the actors, whoever it is, friends or whatever, you want them to say the same thing every time so you can match it up. You want them to have the same mannerisms and do the same things at the same time in every angle so they match. Okay? If a person, let's say with this Theft Unexpected, is sipping their tea right before saying another line, you want them to do that same thing every time so you can match the shots up. Okay? You must have at least 3 different camera angles. So at the bare bones minimum, if you're having a 2-person dialogue, you have a medium to medium wide shot that's showing both people in the same shot. And then you can have a close-up of each person delivering their lines as well. That's 3 shots. And you should be able to edit them together to make a nice, seamless edit. Again, watch this video right here and you'll see. Okay? You may choose to have more than just 3 different camera angles. You could have 4, you could have 5, whatever it is that you want to do. Okay? Shoot this in 720p or better. Okay? All smartphones from 10 years ago and newer, shoot in 720p or better. Edit into a finished project with a music bed. That means there is background music that will help drive the emotion. With sound effects. So if anything's going on and you need to have the sound effects happening, I need to hear sound effects. And then title and credits. Upload that, export it and upload it to YouTube or Vimeo and turn it in here. Pardon me. All right. So that is what you are doing. 1 to 2 minute video. So let me give you an example. If you write a script, for every page of script that you write, that is, we'll just break it down, double spaced, 12-point font approximately for every page you write is about a minute. If you're using proper script writing format, it is a minute. If you are not spacing it out quite as big as proper script writing format, I don't know if any of you guys have taken a script writing class, but if you have, you'll know what the format is. But if you're not writing in script writing format, but you're double spacing it, you might actually get 1.25 minutes, 1.5 minutes. So you want to write between a page and a page and a half of script. Okay? Make it easy. Don't have to make it challenging. Don't make anybody have to memorize 2 paragraphs of a speech. Have them quick little banters. Hey, how are you? The next person says, good. How are you? What brings you here today? Oh, I'm here to do such and such. And it's a little dialogue back and forth with a sentence or two from each person. Okay. So write your script. You're going to shoot it with 3 camera angles or more in 720p. Make sure that you use a music bed. I will mark you off if you do not have some form of background music. Make sure you use some sound effects. And then make sure that you put titles and credits on there and upload it and turn it in here. Okay? If anybody needs any assistance, by all means, please reach out to me as quickly as possible. I've went through everything that you need to know for this week. This is it. You guys should be easily be able to do all of this and get it all taken care of. You're probably going to, again, as I said earlier, you're probably going to be able to shoot this in about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. 2 hours really being the max. If it takes you longer than 2 hours, you're probably working way too hard on it. Hour and a half, and then your edit should probably be 1 hour to 1.5 hours. If you know your footage, it should go together pretty quickly. Next week, I will assign the final project. I can jump forward here. Okay, let's actually, I'm going to come over here. You guys haven't seen this side of my stuff. I'll roll down here and go final project. Okay, that's actually lab time. You guys don't get lab time because we're online now. Here we go. Final project. Okay, final project. Your final project is going to be a 2 to 4 minute short film. Okay, so your final assignment consists of shooting your own source footage and creating a narrative short. You can do a commercial, a documentary or biography of anybody that you want. You can do a short film, so a narrative short, so any sort of fictional film that you create. You can do a product commercial, so more of like an infomercial because it has to be 2 to 4 minutes, okay? Or you can do a documentary, a biography, okay? If you want to take a screenshot of that, I'll hold right there for a moment. So if you guys want to be able to pause and take a look at that or take a screenshot just so you know what you're doing. Okay, I'll go through this next week, but it never hurts for me to let you take a look at that quick and easy so you know what to look forward to for next week. All right, that is it. Make sure that you get all your stuff done right here. So make sure that you do your film critique, start early. And make sure you do your two-person dialogue 1 to 2 minutes, 1 to 1.5 minutes is pretty standard. Alrighty, guys. Make sure again that if you're missing anything, you get it all turned in by the end of this week, so I can give you credit. Because all I want you to do for week 7 and week 8 is just work on your short film to get it done. If you need me, message me over here in the inbox, and I'm more than happy to chat with you. If you need assistance with anything, over here in announcements, go over there, sign up for a tutoring session. There's also a Thursday night where they get together over in the tutoring center in Building 1. It's upstairs in Building 1. You can go to the tutoring center and they meet. All the information is in the announcements. I sent it out the week before last and the week before that and the week before that. All right? Have a great week. I will talk to you soon.